Now, COVID ain't obviously an automatic death sentence just because you got it. Right? I'm trying to tell you that from the beginning too. Right? The number of deaths compared to the number of people who have it and are surviving with it, right, are down, are not as high. I know, and it's from the as far left is from the right. Right? That's what I mean. Right? Yes, a lot of people have died, but they're mainly the elderly, those who have health problems or underlying health problems, including the COVID 19, right? See, that's why you're confused about the results. You're not accepting, oh, people are dying, but not the number we expected, right? Right. It's not as bad as you thought it would be, I know. You're kind of not admitting that either. Right. Right. Now, a lot of people have it, yeah. But they're not dying from it, right? You see what I mean? It's like a flu, right? Right. And plus, it's been out since 1960. We might already be in the system, you know what I mean? You just didn't get concerned about it until China. It came out of China, right? Well, I guess they're similar, whether it was the case from 1960 where it first started till now, right? It still is called COVID 19, right? I believe, right? Because it has a crown, right? It's a coronavirus. A corona means crown, right? Just trying to make sure, not trying to get the word crown into the United States. I don't think you can change the Constitution either and apply sovereign immunity when you can't. That don't work that way either. You have to reintroduce a crown system back into the Constitution, by the way. See, we did away with that. When King George had sovereign immunity over America, he was doing what he wanted. He would cut taxes, he could do what he wanted, right? Now, yes, the 11th Amendment still grants the nation sovereign immunity in a way. But it don't mean you can break the law either. You're using it as a catch-22 to break the law. That's not what it's there for. No. It's there because we're still a sovereign nation, silly, but we can't break the rules still either. Either what's the point in having the rules if you're going to break them anyway? I know. Right? Right. Okay. I don't know. But again, even the Democrats are breaking the rules. Biden's son should not have had a contract with a foreign national while he was in office. Yep. That's what Trump's saying. In any way, that's the point. To it all. Now, simply using Corona for crown don't mean you have the kind of sovereign immunity King George had when they came up with these laws, right? But we're still a sovereign nation, but we don't have a king. We instead have a president, and we have a three-branch ruling system. Congress and the Senate, the president, and the judicial system, right? They're to share power equally. And guess what, judges? One can police the other. You know what I mean? Right? You can't get too much power. Congress can't get too much power. And again, the president can't have too much power. It's to be divided into thirds, right? Yes. Because of the Trinity, right? Now, I'm telling you more about that than you thought, too. Now, here's how God is Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. He's the firstborn of every creature. He has a son, and the son can also have the son. But God's also androgynous in nature. male and female in nature, right? That's the part you don't want to understand about the Trinity, right? He's also androgynous, male and female. Not just a trinity of sons, but a trinity of daughters. He's also the first mother and a daughter, and with the help of the father, right? And again, the daughter has a daughter within her. Yes, yes. So the Trinity works two ways, right? It's Mother, Daughter, and Holy Ghost, and Father, Son, and Holy Ghost through breeding, right? Reproduction, right? But there's two modes of reproduction. The divine mode is the two is one. I know. Then the female is removed from the male. Why? Right. So that neither the male nor the female can claim to be the sole image of God. Right. Right. You both are. You both are equally 50-50, since God made the body first by asexually forming it as an adult. Right. That's why Adam was believed to be an adult, not a child. Right. So were all the animals made as an adult version of the animal. Right. They could have been androgynous too and made male and female too, and because of the sin of Eden, we're left that way. As were we, right? We can no longer become one physically, I know. Which is what Jesus was talking about in Gnosticism when he says, when you put eye in place of an eye, hand in place of a hand, mouth in place of a mouth, nose in place of a nose, he's talking about morphing into one, right? For the male and the female primarily, right? Now, that don't mean you have to morph either. It's just knowing about it. That's what part of the problem is. You don't understand the divine image is androgynous in nature, right? Male and female. Even if you're gay, if you acknowledge that, you're telling the truth then, and God don't condemn you for it. Right. But if you lie about it and say God's not male and female when it is, that's the problem too. Even you're male and female. You're your mom and dad. That's what it means, right? Your sperm and egg made one, made one. Okay? But again, going back to the Register report, the death rate compared to the infection rate ain't even in the same ballpark. They're at odds. It's lower than you expected. Admit it, right? Okay, having COVID-19 though ain't a death sentence either.